guys, what's up? iDragon HD and Charlie here. Today we're joined by Battlemania, Alex.
Hi guys.
And we are doing a post-mortem on the
Nokia
Nokia 3310, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's a hell of a lot of pieces here.
It's about, I would say more than 30.
Yeah.
About 30.
Yeah, right, so we're going to start off.
Do you want to start?
So
Ladies first? Okay.
Sorry,
Okay.
Ladies first, you go first.
Okay.
Oh wait, I got to set men just before so first. Right, so right here we have the actual bracket of the Nokia Asha. This would have been a very famous front panel, but now it's crap.
And there's the
That's
bottom.
the bottom of it.
So basically,
That's what it would have looked
room
like.
for the keypad and screen.
Yep.
You want to put them to the side.
Yeah.
Um,
Put them nicely though.
yeah,
Right here we have the three components of the
the
back.
panel which I
So,
destroyed with a
There
brick.
you go. There's part 1, part 2, and part 3.
Right there.
I done most of the mess of this, and
Yeah, it's all your fault.
there's
Don't blame me, blame him. And some circuit board.
Here's a bit of a circuit board. Here's the other end of it.
That's where the keypad
It was,
buttons would
yeah.
have been.
And by here is the other part of the keypad buttons.
So,
as you can see there, and then if you turn to the back of these, as you can see, there's some brackets
sort
on them,
of metal
mesh on them,
framework.
as you can see. And
We'll show you a zoomed in
They've
version
got
in a minute of all these
here.
pieces.
We will. There, as you can see, the metal backs do come off quite easily, as you will soon see. There,
And voila.
there's a couple of metal bits. The one lower, and then this one back
And
here.
why though? I absolutely love circuit boards.
These,
And I just broke
there's-
another bit off.
I've got the bit of the memory here.
We got loads and loads of little tiny black pieces.
Yep. I tell you what, I've put here. There's all these connectors. So by here
There's
is the
about 6
charger.
of them.
I don't know what that is. I think that's for the vibration. So that would have spun around and cause vibration. That I have no idea.
Half of them. Don't know. Yeah.
Don't know.
This bit we broke off quite early on. It was when Charlie took the wall, and it basically protects the speaker. So, yeah.
What else do we
Um,
have here? The back plates where they were mounted onto. They're there. Got a battery
the glass frames.
and the screen.
We can't do like a
I
33.
can.
Oh my god.
This is 3310 view.
Oh my god.
We're going to do the rest of the video like this. I'm joking.
He said he made that exact same joke last time.
I
So
did.
not funny.
I did.
So not funny.
It's always funny.
It is so not.
So it's funny. By here we have the actual bracket that held the actual
Framework.
screen together.
There's another framework.
Yeah. Bit of the screen,
Things that covered the keypad.
the keypad itself in bits, and we've lost some of it.
Over the course of today.
Yeah.
Plastic labelling,
Sticker.
random circuit bit, and whatever
That-
that is.
That is where they put it in. So they know. So that's where the button presses and stuff.
But yeah, right.
Yeah, that is that. So so we're gonna talk about each. Once I tied this all back up, we're gonna talk about each bit individually, and we're gonna do it in a very specific order. And we're gonna basically say, "Just don't do it like that. I forgot to put it in order. Excuse the phone, please."
Yes. So tempting to sound so see who it is.
Very cranky.
Yeah.
Yeah, cranky call. My Gram is so cool at doing that. He knows when it's a cranky call. He's like, "Oh, that's cranky," and he's like, "Oh, that's Ted," and he is Ted. It's just amazing, seriously.
Like me. I'm amazing.
No, you're half decent.
I am. I'm half decent. At least I'm half decent.
You're not decent at all. You're just longer.
While we're Charlie's still sorting out.
You're in a hurry.
Okay, whatever.
I'm virtual.
While Charlie's sorting out, we are thinking of doing another destruction project. Please comment below what you want us to do, but
we have got a couple of ideas in mind which we may pursue. So if you want to comment what you think we should do, I will actually have to put this in. Please don't pick anything like a bit expensive. So don't say like, oh, why didn't you destroy Galaxy S5? Because that's not happening. Or Galaxy S4. So it's got to be reasonably cheap. When I say reasonably cheap, I mean it's got to be under It's got to be under
£50.
£30.
But
The
this
next
is
one,
the reason why, because we just bought this like off eBay. It was about £12.
it was £12.90. So you paid
£6.45 each.
£45 each. You actually paid a little bit less.
Well, you gave me change.
You got 40. I give a change and I didn't have.
But the thing is, we only bought it for destruction. We're not going to buy a big phone like an iPhone or a Samsung Galaxy S5 for that, just for us to like bang and break it.
Yeah.
It's just stupid, and yeah.
Because we know now that the next phone will definitely break because after this one.
But yeah, please comment.
Please comment. We may use your idea. If your idea is the actual one that we were thinking about, we are thinking about ordering one very soon.
Because we have to do it really soon because Charlie's going away soon.
But we don't know whether it will be for the next holiday or the remainder of this holiday. We honestly do not have a clue.
If it doesn't happen near the end of the summer, then we will probably most likely
do it in either half term or Christmas period. Or maybe,
yeah, so
or
comment
maybe even on a
ASAP.
weekend. Or even on a weekend maybe.
Yeah, comment ASAP, please.
Or after school.
Yeah, but then we have limited time.
Yeah. But look how long it took us to do this.
Only an hour.
It took us an hour to do this.
Not again. Oh my god. We're not. You can smell that. We were trying to not copy the last one at all. I mean, we got a different setting, a different view. We have
a different phone.
But Charlie made the same joke, the same Asher, well, not Asher view, but 3310 view. And he farted again. Hopefully next time if we do it, don't.
And I will make sure I do make a little passing. Now you did it.
Right, let's just stop the flatulence now. Let's just cut that out and cut the chase. Right,
so
let's start.
Here we go. We'll start with this flipping bracket. As you can see,
Like a framework.
this is a bracket. This is where all the circuitry was held. It's been ripped apart in half, and obviouspart of the damage. And as you can see, there's some bits there like just coming off, like very simply, like I just demonstrated there. So that is the framework. By here we have a sticker. This was inside of the framework. That basically saying which way the sim went and stuff, but don't really need that now. Go back. That was on the back of the this. Basically saying the model on the screen or something. By here we have the middle bit where the buttons pressed were.
This entire row is just like pieces.
Basically is just don't do that like that.
Sorry,
so
OCD.
by here we have just a random connector. I think this was off the screen. Oh, well, another bit of framework by here. Let's move that down.
Yeah.
This is a bit of the screen connector. By here we have a bit of another connector. Yes, we have a load of connectors here, as you can see. They're not particularly big, as you will be able to see. By here we have some memory, as you can see here. We've been ripped off the circuit boards. These come off extremely easily, like this. This one's actually a bit different. Can I
I don't know, but you were trying to demonstrate how easy it was.
Yeah, here we go. Look, get a knife. Just ease the edges like that. And then we all pop out.
I do agree with him. It did.
There we go.
It was very easy
There
to
we
get the other ones out, but
There you go, like that. There
Yeah.
you go. Again,
Charlie, we don't need to do it.
again, look.
Okay.
That down, put more easy. And then this one's your.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you can see, we're going to rip out all the memory, I think. Al, talk about.
Right. Starting off this row is the battery. This was very strong until Charlie started to cut it. That stayed in humongously well throughout the throwing and stuff. Next we have framework that went around the screen there.
Have a bit of memory.
And protection for the screen there. And up there, room for the speaker. For like if you're on the phone. Here we can see one of my favourite parts, the glass. I love glass. I don't know why. Especially the shattering it. More glass. Easy to break. Then we have another piece of framework. The keypad, which was easy as to break.
He actually broke it very early on when we were playing football. He just kicked it. And
Yeah.
it was already starting to break before that broke.
Piece of it. Piece of it. That's where underneath keypad and they would press in to something. This metal framework that usually would be by the circuits. Well, yeah. They are easy to break. Just like do that. It's in half, back, and it's done. 2 pieces.
Yeah, and there's another bit there. So that we've
And
got
while Charlie's breaking up the
Yep.
circuit, we'll come back to that big one in a minute. We have some.
oh yeah, here's the big one.
Yeah. Don't know.
Yep.
My favourite.
Back,
Lush.
back. Let's just talk about how it was destroyed. So
Yeah. Go
just
ahead.
talk about how the bits were destroyed. So if we just put this back here and we just add this up bit. So, just place it all in bits. Yeah, I want to take it off. I just couldn't hold it. So this, what was I back here? These just pop off very simply. We've got a load of memory by here. I was trying to take off the processor, but it's actually glued on quite well. That bit there, I believe, is the processor. There. Bit of framework there. This basically, this got taken off when we put it in the bending machine and we just ripped them off. Very simple to come by. All this framework here. This come off when we were doing the scratch test, and to actually scratch the screen to the most effective way, I took this out and then started ripping just scratching the screen. And then obviously it ended up the way it is today.
These are simple as to break off. When you drop it, they just.
When you drop these pop off.
They are easy to get back, but
you just snap them back on. But this one, when I broke this extremely simply, I just chucked a rock on it and just went like that.
I broke the back with a brick.
He put a brick on it. It's obviously not as clean cut as mine, but it's still flipping well damaged.
And that
creds.
one's gone more crazy.
Creds to that. But yeah, the screens, these were just taken off like extremely simply.
And
the glass,
peeled.
Yep, these got mainly damaged out, and this bit when we did the brick, which ended up actually being the murderer for this one. This bit just
Came off when Charlie
when
chucked it.
I think I threw it against the wall.
Yeah.
And he was
He was struggling to get it.
Bang.
He put it back on. He was struggling to get it off.
And
I
I wanted to take it back off again. So Alex just went bam, lobbed it and just popped back.
And it was gone.
These, again,
With the
clean
keypad.
cut,
Keypad easy to come off.
very easy. These bits,
My first kick, bang, off.
these here,
Charlie had to rip out.
these were starting to snap. This bit, when I ripped off this part here, they actually ripped out a bit of that, but yeah, as you can see, it's in 3. But yeah,
etc. etc.
etc. etc. Story follows. So how do you think we did then, Al? How do you think this project fared? Comparing it to
Right.
the previous project.
Comparing it to the Asher, this was more of a challenge in our heads. In our heads, we thought it was like going to be harder, more. We thought on the plan. We actually said like, if it isn't dead, like we would do more and stuff
because
like that.
When I designed the plan, as you can see here, I've got a better on my head. That's the portable plan. This is an actual plan.
3310 is not
an
dead.
actual plan, yeah. So, and it says there, if the 3310 is not dead, more will be done. As Alex will show you there on the smaller pieces, which we just carried.
More will be done. There you go.
Because it was more of a challenge in our heads, but in practice, it was
4 parts.
damn easy.
Bang.
It was just.
But for your amusement, we carried on and
We
did
just
all the
carried
plans
on.
we did,
Apart from the liquid grit.
which would have been pointless.
Yep, the scratch test we actually forgot. So I just thought, look, if we do the scratch test, the chances are we would have just scratched the screen. I did a little bit on the back, and as you can see, it scratched very easily. Just to say, you know, we have done it. And
But thank you, David Swain, and
Di Banjo and John Davis. As you can see here, there's all bits there. Now, this is this phone, people have been calling for many, many years.
indestructible.
Indestructible. You can't destroy it. It will never die.
But
And me and Alex have a top tip for you.
get a brick.
If you want a phone that is very long lasting, doesn't break, very hard to break, unless your name is Calvin Stuntman, and the only way you could kill it really is by putting her in liquid grit. I would have to say
Get the Asher.
get the Asher 201.
It's about £25. Yeah.
Probably less than that now.
Well, it was
I just done it
£35
again.
when I got it.
I just thought it again.
Anyway,
But yeah.
guys.
That is it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this project.
But
yeah,
that is not the end.
me and Al are going to be making another video. Alex's exclusive interview.
Yes.
I
don't know the questions.
we will actually be announcing what project we're going to be doing next.
Yes.
And then we will announce it on here and just put it out and say, look, we've got a new project coming, and so you guys can know what you're doing and be expected. We won't put a date up, we'll just put it on there, coming soon to iDragon.
Yeah,
because we don't know when.
we have to arrange it first.
We have to arrange
Because we
it.
have no idea what we're doing yet.
Yeah.
But I think Charlie specifically ordered one with a charger. How about we destroy that?
I ordered one with a charger because I thought that if they come it would be dead, right? So I then thought, okay, who gives a absolute crap? And we didn't actually need the charger at all. So
Shall we destroy that?
we are going to destroy the charger.
Where is it? Somewhere. Wherever it is, we had
Yeah, this is the charger. It's
destroying it.
Yeah. I don't even. It's not even an official Nokia charger, but I bought it because I didn't have a charger. Because
It does fit in the.
it fits in perfectly, as you can see there. That is how it would have looked. That's how it was charged.
And it does say on the side for 3310, so it is for the 3310. And yes, that is
That
what
is
we're
it,
going
guys.
to
So
do.
from Alex,
Over and out.
for me, peace. 3310.